If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I post a new Tom Brady video every day.
Well, the Buccaneers were in control of their game against the Panthers Sunday.
I didn't watch that one.
And, well, it wasn't great. The team was ready to pull their starters in the fourth quarter. Gronk had already gotten his $500,000 bonus for reaching 750 yards in the season, but he was still one reception away from a second $500,000 bonus. And Tom Brady refused to leave the game until he got the ball to Gronk one more time. So he got him his bonus.
Oh, is that true? That's so nice.
Very nice. It's a very expensive catch.
Now, Gronk earned the $500,000 bonus for yards early on in the game, but with the Bucs up 14 points midway through the fourth quarter, he still needed one more catch for that other $500K. So Brady refused to leave the game. CBS cameras even caught Brady saying, "You're not taking me out," before he completed one more pass to Gronk, which he then left, and Blaine Gabbert came in to close out the game. So shout out to Gronk for getting $1 million more to close out the season.
You think Tom did that because Tom cares? Or you think Tom did that because his entire friendship and everything of a moral code was questioned by Antonio Brown on a Full Send Nelk Boys Bobmentary podcast?
Well, last season he did this with Antonio Brown. He hit his $250,000 bonus for receptions by throwing 3 straight passes to him at the end of their Week 17 game. The Bucs were in a position in that game where they could have just kneeled to seal the win. So this is, Brady does take care of his guys.
Yeah.
He's
a winner.
Just can't do it all by himself. He needs lots of help around him.
Goats need help.
No, that's according to Antonio Brown. I don't know if you heard that whole rants last week.
Oh, brother.
I mean, that's what obviously the internet is pointing to, because he was claiming they were trying to mess with his money, but obviously that's not what Brady was trying to do.
If Tom Brady's my boy, why am I playing for earnest salary?
Right.
You my boy though, right?
Right.
Gronkowski is boy, right?
Right.
How much did he get paid?
Significant amount.
All right, so why is AB on the prove-it deal?
AJ, was it fitting? Do you think Tom even heard all that stuff? Or do you think that was just a beautiful depiction of what Tom Brady is as a teammate, which everybody says, by the way, like top teammate they've ever had?
Absolutely. Like you hear stories about Tom from everybody. I've heard it from so many different players that have been to New England and played with him, just how Tom was over the top, like in how nice he is to everybody and his teammates and how he takes care of people. But I think all quarterbacks want to get their guys their money when you can do it like that. But I'm sure Tom heard the AB stuff. I don't think he sat down and watched the whole Nelk Boys podcast. But the thing that when AB said that, he said, "Oh, well, if I'm your boy, and why is Gronkowski getting so much money? Now I'm on like a prove-it deal." I'm like, well, Tom doesn't do your contract, bud. Like the front office did.
Antonio Brown, them just doing little shovel passes to get him his bonus that he needed for a certain amount of receptions. By the way, congrats to the Bucs for doing that. Awesome. The Buccaneers, what I've been told, okay? I did a little digging.
Ooh.
Now, this is not directly from, everybody knows. I know like 100 people in that building. But from what I've been told is BA and Byron Leftwich were very open with like, hey, if you got something, tell us, let's go get it, basically. Oh. So like it was almost a plan going into the weekend. Like, hey, if you got something, let us know, we'll go get it. But there's a lot of coaches that talk about that. Very few make it happen like they did for AB yesterday. Mike Evans, I believe. There was a couple other ones that they were just kind of drawing in the sand. It's a lot bigger than just that person getting his money. That's something you can pitch to free agents in the offseason. Like, hey, these bonuses we're putting in here, even though they're not guaranteed money, somebody else might offer you more guaranteed money or whatever. These bonuses, it's not like we're going to you. Like if you're close, we'll go and get it for you. You want to play here. And that's why people ring chase, by the way, to Tom. Mm-hmm. It feels like the Buccaneers are trying to do it all right. And it feels like that team is really hot right now.
First of all, how do you think he get a team? AB, you said it. You didn't talk to Arians. You didn't talk to Light. Your agent called Tom Brady and Don Yee. They got you on the team. You're not thankful for that. You're thankful that the guy that got you the job didn't give you the money that a guy that had no blemishes on his resume was making. So I get you a job. I'm supposed to put you where you're supposed to be making top salary now. You do realize Gronk got traded for it. So when you trade for somebody, you pick the contract up. So Gronk had $10 million on his contract. They probably reworked some of it so it could be tied to incentives. But okay, Gronk has no history off the field, on the field, anything. Yeah, he's goofy. Yeah, he chugs beers and he has a stick that serves him well. But Gronk doesn't, for all indications, I haven't heard anything about Gronk. I know damn well he wasn't missing no meetings in Tampa. Now, I don't know in New England. I don't know what's going on in Tampa, Skip, but ain't nobody missing no meetings, missing no practice, misbehaving in New England. AB, your resume is checkered, bruh. You see what happened in Pittsburgh? You see what happened in Oakland? You see what happened in New England? And now this. So, Skip, I'm not surprised. I don't think anybody's surprised. This is the way AB behaves. AB is the child, Skip. You giving him cookies, you giving him ice cream, you giving him candy. The moment you said you can't have one of those three things, he throws a tantrum. The moment AB can't get his way, this is what he does.
Yeah, I mean, it was really nice to get it. I mean, first off, the most important thing is obviously getting the win. But, hitting incentives is cool. And the Buccaneers are, great organization and putting me in a position to where I can hit those incentives, which is awesome. Love playing here, love playing, for this organization. And it's cool to hit those. It's going to have to bring out, all the tight ends out to dinner, a couple of the quarterbacks. I don't bring Tom. I'm going to bring the backup quarterbacks out to dinner and and all that good stuff. Maybe my coach out to dinner. Everyone's expecting a little handout, but, I can't do it without my team. No doubt about that. I can't do it without my fellow tight ends, without my coach, without my, offensive line out there. So without all the, coaches. So it was cool to hit it, but, celebrate a little bit, but we got a playoff. So that's going to be what we're going to be looking forward to most from here on out.
The Brady thing made no sense. It's like Brady's the only reason you got your shot in Tampa. He's the only real reason you got a ring now. And, if he did want to get you those incentives, he probably would have, as he showed with Gronk.
To think that AB would behave in any other manner is foolish. He's like, well, if I'm Tom's boy, why am I on a prove it deal? He never asked himself. He's asking Tom to get him a deal. Why is he on a prove it deal? Dum-dum, you had 3 years, $50 million with 30 guaranteed in Oakland, and you wanted to be free. Free! I'm free. Remember? All you had to do was be on the roster, start a league year Tuesday, and you get your money.
That's true.
You couldn't behave. Everybody, I'm looking at the timeline last night. Oh, he couldn't do that for AB, but AB hurt. See, if AB hurt, how can AB get his incentives if he's hurt? Now, y'all say AB's ankle was hurt. So how can he get him his incentives if he's hurt? Oh, so he not hurt. Skip, do you realize AB had a whole half in another game if he wasn't hurt? To get those incentives. Gronk didn't get that on against the Jets. Gronk never said a word. Gronk had 2 games, he caught 2 catches. Gronk didn't say a word. Gronk kept his mouth shut, kept trolling away. Tom Brady stayed in the game till Gronk got his money.
Well, he defied Aaron, said, you're out. And he said, no, I'm not out. Yeah. And he grabbed his helmet and said, I'm going in. And he went in for one play.
To throw Gronk.
and I think it was the play he called to Gronk in the, I'm going to throw you a quick out, right? So you can get your last catch.
He did, hold on. But when he did that for AB last year, nobody said a word.
No.
It did appear as if he had no idea about any of the stuff surrounding him potentially.
Yeah.
Not only currently, but just throughout his entire career, which I respect. You got to have those blinders on. You know what I mean? You got to have those blinders on.
I respected it. At times I'm jealous of people that could do that. They can just everything. There's a absolute chaos and tornadoes swirling around their whole life, and they're oblivious to it. I'm like, man, that would be amazing to not worry about any of that.
Just be able to go to bed at night, like, yeah.
I'm the best.
I'm from the pit, not the palace.
AB never sat down and said, you know what? What have I done to put myself in this situation? Where's the accountability? Instead of blaming Tom, that was thought enough of me and the cup of coffee that I had in New England, that he wanted to play with me.
He did.
What did I do something in Pittsburgh that caused them to move on? Did I do anything in Oakland? Did I do anything in New England? What have I done to put myself in this situation? He never dawned on it. It never dawned on him that he put himself in this situation. Tom helped him get a job. He's not thankful that Tom helped him get a job. He's disappointed in Tom that Tom didn't help him get top dollar when nobody else had a job for him. Skip, nobody had a job for him. Tom helped you get in the door. AB can still play. BA, I want him. Remember, BA said at the beginning, First of all, you had too many initials. You got BA, you got TB, you got JPP. Damn, how many initials you need?
That's true.
And BA said, you know what? Bring him on in. Hey, with our culture, with Tom believes in him. Yeah. Tom put his arm around him. Then he said, well, the guy asked him, said, well, you know, Tom let you stay in his house. Man, I got money. Well, you should have just said, Tom, I appreciate that. I appreciate the invite, bro. But you know what? You got a wife, you got a kid. I know you got space, but you know what? I'm going to stay in the hotel. You could have done that. The man let you in his house, and then you talk about, well, that was just for show. Really, dude? Really? Instead of saying thank you, Tom, I really appreciate it.
Realizing that Gronk actually had incentives in his contract as well that were pretty large in $500,000. It was like, well, he also has a earn it type deal, which I believe is what Antonio Brown described it as, and also two very different pasts between the two. And I'm not saying that you can't change and become a different person. Gronk was on the top 100 team, held in very high regards by everybody. AB differently.
That's it for this video. I post a new Tom Brady video every day, so please like and subscribe. That way you'll always have a new Tom Brady video to watch every single day.